Hi everyone. I'm sure you've all heard of ChatGPT by now. It's a great tool for writing emails, creating class activities, and even generating research ideas and materials. It's incredible how powerful this tool can be for educators, and it's only going to get better. First, let's see how we can use AI to pretty much do our jobs for us. We can have it write a course syllabus. That's easy. But we can also give it some readings and ask it to write an entire lecture for us. Then we might design some class activities to support this content and write some quiz questions. Now let's take it one step further. I can just paste my AI generated script into this speech synthesis tool by 11 Labs, so it will read this script in a human-like manner.
Good morning, and welcome to our class on judgment and decision making. Today, we will discuss some seminal papers in this field, starting with Tversky and Kahneman's 1974 article on heuristics and biases.
But then I just click Add Voice, then Instant Voice Cloning, give it a name, drag a 1-minute sample of my voice into the program, click Use, Generate, and voila!
Good morning and welcome to our class on judgment and decision making. Today we will discuss some seminal papers in this field, starting with Tversky and Kahneman's 1974 article on heuristics and biases. This paper introduced the concept of heuristics, which are mental shortcuts that we use to make decisions quickly and efficiently, but can also lead to biases.
Now it would be easy just to present this AI voice over my lecture slides, which is how a lot of people do it, but I can also use a tool like this one from Synthesia.
Hey, I'm Anna, and here's a quick Synthesia product demo. Start by selecting an AI avatar.
Like me.
Or me. Or me.
Then type in text in over 65 languages.
And choose a narration style or local accent.
And similar to 11 Labs, I can create an avatar that looks and sounds exactly like me. And there you have it. I can replace myself completely as a lecturer using technology that's available today. But why stop there? Why would I want to create an avatar that looks and sounds exactly like me? Why not give my students the options to choose who they want to learn from? I'm sure there are plenty of celebrities who I'm certain they'd prefer to see and hear rather than me.
Good morning, and welcome to our class on judgment and decision making. Today we will discuss some seminal papers in this field, starting with Tversky and Kahneman's 1974 article on heuristics and biases.
This paper introduced the concept of heuristics, which are mental shortcuts that we use to make decisions quickly and efficiently, but can also lead to biases.
Let's begin with a slide that illustrates some common heuristics, such as the availability heuristic, which is the tendency to judge the frequency or probability of an event by how easily it comes to mind.
And I'm also a 48-year-old Canadian Australian. Maybe I'm not the best person to communicate to, say, a 20-year-old female from Indonesia. I could ask each student to complete a brief survey where they fill out their demographics, background, interests. I could measure their verbal ability, their familiarity with the content they're about to learn, and so on. Then I could use ChatGPT to generate this content specifically for that individual student. Maybe even present it in the style of their favorite influencer. This content can be presented exactly at the right time and level to optimize their learning, and even be presented in their preferred language. Now, I've not only replaced myself, but now students receive the content that's relevant to their interests, and it's presented in a way that's engaging and memorable. But this is just using today's technology. As I said, it's really difficult to appreciate how quickly this technology is moving. There's rumors already that this week, GPT-4, the next generation large language model from OpenAI, is going to be released this week. And it may be multimodal, which means that it can deal not only with text, but also images and video as well. Again, with today's technology, you can just type a few words and generate incredibly realistic images and video. We're not far off from being able to generate entirely personalized videos for students from scratch. Imagine a beautifully produced, educational, Hollywood-style film that's designed to teach your students about, say, the human visual system or organizational behavior. This is just one example of what's to come, which feels like science fiction, but it really isn't that far off, particularly when this technology is advancing at an exponential rate. But we really need to start thinking about where we fit in this new world as academics. If we're not going to be producing content and lectures like we have in the past, then what are we going to do? And what's going to be the role of universities in this world? Is it just going to be a connection point where students come and receive support and hardware to be able to consume the content? I think we need to start having these sorts of conversations and thinking about the future instead of just dealing with the sort of technology as it comes to us. We need to get on the front foot and start thinking about this more proactively. So I invite you to join us in our Google group on AI in higher education, and we can continue the conversation there. See you soon.